After beating the Pharaohs of Egypt in the Group D opening match of the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will hope to fly again when they play Sudan on Saturday. Welcome to Inside AFCON 2021 on Guardian TV. I am Dennis Erezi. Nigeria currently tops Group D with 3 points after their win over Egypt, who are rock bottom. Nigeria's next opponents, Sudan and Guinea-Bissau, have 1 point each and sit second and third, respectively, after their goalless draw on Tuesday. We now turn our attention to Nigeria's game against Sudan. Joining me again is Ifeanyi Ibeh. Together, we will be analyzing what to expect from the Super Eagles, who seem to be flying high at the moment, and the Sudanese team, who should not be underrated. Welcome, Ifeanyi.
Thank you, Dennis.
The biggest game in Group D is gone with 3 points in the bag for Team Nigeria. What should be the Super Eagles' approach to the match against Sudan?
Against the Sudanese, I think the team should just basically go into that game with the same approach they used against Egypt. Attack, 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 defend well, control the game, use basically the same lineup, and then just come out and hopefully get the result that everyone expects, a victory for Nigeria.
In the match against Guinea-Bissau, we saw a Sudanese side with some prospects in defense and in attack. Do you think they have enough arsenal to haunt this Nigerian side, who can also be complacent in some situations?
It's a good thing you mentioned that, the complacency thing, because we all know what the Super Eagles can do when you least expect them to do that. Under Garoua, we saw what they did against Sierra Leone. They were leading by 4 goals. We were all expecting a whitewash against the Sierra Leoneans, and then from out of nowhere, we were actually begging for a draw. The game ended up being 4-4. But that was under Garoua. The team I saw against Egypt, and from what the coach Austin Eguavoen said in his post-match comments, they are taking every game as a final. They are not going to be complacent. And if the boys live up to expectations, I don't see the Sudanese posing much threat to that Super Eagles team that we saw against Egypt. But it's football, and anything can happen, but it's a good thing that they know that, yes, every team in this tournament needs to be respected, and if you go into any game feeling overconfident, you will pay for it at the end of the day.
So it's good that you mentioned that in football anything can happen, but just to do a bit of comparison, you know, in the match that the Super Eagles played against Egypt, and knowing that they will be playing against Sudan, but the Egyptian side, you know, is a side that is built up to play technical football, and then you're looking at a Sudanese side that majors on physicality and, you know, playing with a lot of aggression. I mean, being aggressive in play. So how do you expect Coach Austin Eguavoen to set up this Nigerian team?
It's going to be a case of David and Goliath. The Sudanese, they were there in Garoua. They saw what the Nigerians did against the Egyptians. We saw what the Sudanese did against Guinea-Bissau. They were a very, very physical side. Very, very physical from start to finish. Showed the power that they have, full of running. And Eguavoen would expect the same thing against when they come up against Sudan. They are going to be very physical against the Nigerian team. Yeah. They are not going to leave anyone any space to do anything to show bolt or play some of those fancy football that they try to play against the Egyptians. But having said all that, the quality in the Nigerian team should be able to tell at the end of the day, should be able to give the Super Eagles the advantage over the Sudanese team. And if the team plays well, if they play the way they approach the game against Egypt and they do approach this game against Sudan in the same manner, and I expect the Nigerian team to get the result that the whole world expects. But like I also mentioned earlier, it is football. You never can tell what will happen. You can be the better team on a day, but at the end of the day, the opposition gets 1 goal, they score you, you go out there, you attack, you hit the post 10 times, you don't score, the match ends 1-0, and you end up losing.
So if you happen to sit on the bench as Nigeria coach, how would you file out against Sudan?
Wow, that's a dream, man. But if I were to be in that position, I mean, I would, if all the players are fit, if there are no injury concerns, I will probably still go out with the same lineup against that we had against Egypt. But only this time around, I'm going to give both wingers. We're not going to focus our attack on the left alone. We will also attack from the right. We will attack from all flanks. Chukwueze will do his thing from the right. Moses Simon will do his thing from the left. Aribo, when we have the possession of the ball, Aribo will go forward and join the two attackers, Awoniyi and Iheanacho. And by the time we keep creating these openings and keep passing the ball around, good thing the pitch in Garoua is very, very lovely playing surface. We also like it in that game against Egypt, the quick passing game, no long balls being floated left and right, wasteful long balls if you ask me. Short, quick, crisp passing game. And if they do this, they would unsettle the Sudanese defense and hopefully be able to connect 1 or 2 goals and get 1 or 2 goals against that fantastic Sudanese goalkeeper who was the man of the match in their game against Guinea-Bissau.
So you mentioned hopefully 1 or 2 goals, but if it happens to then be a cagey affair, where do you expect the match to be won or lost for either side?
For the Nigerian side, it's going to be from the bench. You would have to bring in, try another option. Maybe that's the time we now start using the long balls and use the height that someone like Sadiq Umar has. Float those long balls in, he wins the headers, and maybe with those headers flick 1 or 2 onto the path of other players. Or worst case scenario, we just get set pieces and see if we can be able to utilize 1 or 2 of them, maybe corner kicks or free kicks. But that's probably what the Sudanese will also do, because they know they are not going to be able to match the Nigerian team grit for grit, man for man, skill for skill. They know they can't do that. So what Sudan will be looking for, even if they are going to play on the break, they can't outpace the Nigerian team. But what they will probably want to do is win free kicks, get corner kicks, try to see if they can get one over the Nigerian team with some lovely, well-executed free kick plays. They tried to do it against Guinea-Bissau. Credit to them, to the Guinea-Bissau team, they were able to hold their own. Yeah. And also credit to Sudan, against the Guinea-Bissau team that beat them 2-0 in the qualifiers, they were able to prevent them and play a goalless draw this time around. So they will be on a high, but they know they are up against one of the best teams in Africa right now, and they will definitely give their all against that. It's going to be a final for the Sudanese. It won't be a final for the Nigerian team, but if they are not careful and they approach that game lackadaisically,
so you already said that it will likely be a final for the Sudanese team and not a final for the Nigerian team, meaning you're already ruling out any form of upset to be caused by the Sudanese side. Is that the case? And if it is, what is likely to be your prediction for the scoreline?
I'm not ruling out anything. The only reason why I'm actually looking at it from that perspective is we all saw what these guys did against Sierra Leone last year. You were leading 4-0 and then you ended up losing and playing a draw 4-4. So this team, on their best day, can beat anybody. Yeah. But we've also seen their bad side. Yes, it was under Genotra, but this is a Gravon. It's a new dispensation. Yeah. It's still the same set of players, but hopefully they will not go into this game thinking, okay, we've beaten Egypt. What's left? It's Sudan, it's Guinea-Bissau. I mean, we also have the loss to Madagascar at the last Africa Cup of Nations. They got a result against Guinea, went into the next game thinking, oh, it's going to be child's play, and they ended up losing. So they would go into this game hopefully with the right attitude, play in the right way that we expect them to play, continue from where they left off against Egypt, and then at the end of the day, get the result that they need to move into the next round of the tournament, and then we'll see. It's going to be a victory for Nigeria, all things being equal. I am tempted to
Tell us the score. Although you did get your last prediction wrong.
I said it was going to be 2-1.
Yeah.
And
But it ended up being 1-0.
It ended up being 1-0. Yeah, good thing. Maduka Okoye was able to stop Mohamed Salah. But this game against Sudan, it all depends on how quickly we break them down. It could be a high-scoring game for the Nigerian side. It could be, I don't know, for some reason I'm saying 3-0, 4-0. We've not seen goals in this AFCON.
In such a margin.
Yeah, we've always been saying
slim victories.
Yeah, mostly. Actually, most of the results have been slim victories. But this time around, I just have a feeling the Nigerian team is going to beat Sudan 3-0 or 4-0.
Thank you so much for your insights, Ifeanyi.
Thank you very much, Dennis.
Can the Super Eagles continue their winning run against Sudan, or do you see Sudan causing an upset against three-time AFCON champions in Nigeria? For more content, please visit tv.guardian.ng and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Guardian Nigeria. I am Dennis Erezi, and this has been Inside AFCON 2021.